one of my favorite parts about the Sharks being eliminated is I get to just enjoy some playoff hockey, and my goodness, I'm excited for this series. Had everything in this game. Back and forth action, goals in bunches, and a lot of grittiness, especially at the end of the game. A lot of pushing, shoving, blows to the head, face washes. This is going to be quite the second round. I mean, let's break it down. All right, so both teams looked incredible. They both were flying. They're both getting their chances. They're both fast. They're both gritty. And Edmonton goes up 3-1, and I'm like, oh man, Ducks, like how they gonna come back from this? What? And then they score just super quickly. Whether there 4 goals in a matter of like 4.5 minutes total, that was crazy. And then of course, Edmonton gets a lucky bounce, and that spells doom, man. Once that lucky bounce, man, it's got to suck for Gibson and the dude's foot who it went in off of, but that's hockey, man. That's hockey. Throw the puck towards the net, good things can happen. And kind of a heads-up play by Larson there. He's just trying to feed the slot maybe, and it ends up going in, and all of a sudden you lead again late in the third period. I mean, so you could call it a lucky break, but at the same time, I mean, that's playoffs. That's why you throw the puck to the net. That's why you go to the net. That's where the goals get scored. It seems simple, but there's so many teams out there who don't do that. They don't throw the pucks under the net. Sharks game 2 and 3 weren't throwing the puck to the net. They lost both of those. Didn't even score. But yeah, anyway, hell of a game one. Hell of a game one. All right, and what I got to pick out, I'm going to pick out a couple players who I thought did excellent. Well, obviously Draisaitl in his production, but it wasn't so much him that I was really enjoy watching. It was Slepyshev. Slepyshev that game was incredibly fast, incredibly aware, and he was creating scoring chances from himself. I think the announcers mentioned it once, but he was severely underrated in that game. 5-on-5 scoring chances, he was the man. Like, Slepyshev was creating all these chances, and what's he playing for you guys in Edmonton? Like, 3rd or 4th line? Those are the guys you look to in the playoffs, and he was pretty good in that one. And, as much as I hate him, Kessler was a thorn in the side of McDavid, and it kind of started to show at a couple times. Like, I'm not like McDavid wasn't engaging him, but you could kind of tell that it might have been getting to him at certain points. I mean, he didn't seem to be on his game as he usually is. But again, it's the playoffs, they're going to be focusing on him. You want to shut a guy like that down. As much as a team will say, oh, we're focused on the whole team, you can't ignore McDavid. Just like you can't ignore Crosby, you can't ignore Ovechkin, you can't ignore Thornton, you can't ignore guys who are game changers like that. You just can't. So yeah, you say you're worrying about the whole team, but a little bit of extra attention goes to that, which is why he's matched up against Kessler all night. Kessler is a kind of amazing defensive player and a guy who will get under your skin. I hate him, but I respect the shit out of him. You have to. You just have to. I mean, he's been on, the Shark rivalry teams since forever, Vancouver, and then to Anaheim, but you have to respect him. But yeah, he was definitely one of them. Getzlaf was also incredible in that game. So many created turnovers, created scoring chances, got that first goal on the 5-on-3. Incredible shot, man. No chance for Talbot. And he had this amazing shot block. I think it was in the 3rd period, like on the rush back, and he was gimping around after that, still staying out there, made another defensive play along the boards, and then got to the bench. And he had an incredible game. He was definitely, I would say, Ducks MVP in that game, no question. Let's see who else. Letestu, 2 power play goals, right place, right time, picking up the trash, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm incredibly excited for this series. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. I love the end of the series, too. I mean, that's you got to expect it. You have guys like Cassian, Maroon, Kessler, Getzlaf, Perry, all out on the ice together. There's gonna be some sparks, man. And that's one thing I definitely think the Sharks lacked when they faced the Oilers. They didn't have that fire to them. Like, they weren't, they didn't have too many guys like that. Last year, sorry to get on the Sharks. I just have to, a couple times. I mean, when you think about last year, it was almost like Thornton and Pavelski were like almost agitators in like some of the later rounds and stuff like that. And, shout out to Thornton especially this year. I now realize why he wasn't playing like that. I mean, you have a torn ACL and a torn MCL, and you're playing through that. That's incredible. But anyway, back onto the topic of teams that are still in the race. Incredible game one. This is the series I was going to focus on anyway because I thought it would be the best. I have not been disappointed right now. It's going to be incredible. And I noticed I have quite a few Oilers followers, so I decided I want to keep doing these Cynalysis videos. You guys seem to enjoy them. I like to talk about hockey, and I think I could be a bit more objective now. Yeah, I'm just checking the time, how much I've been rambling on. So, topic of penalties, because I know there's always going to be people out there bitching about refs and stuff like that. I personally didn't see anything that should not have been called. I know some people might argue about the goaltender interference on Talbot. Maybe that should have been called. Consistency-wise, if you look at the regular season, kind of yes, it should be. But at the same time, some of the regular season's ones shouldn't have been called. Like Toronto and San Jose. Kadri kind of brushes Martin Jones. Jones gets scored on. They call that goalie interference. Fuck off, man. That's not goalie interference. Get out of here. And in this case, I don't think that should be goalie interference either. Kessler's trying to play the puck. He hits his pad, but it's not like he moves him or makes him not make a save. Talbot's going down anyway. He didn't take him out of position. I don't think he hinders him from making the save at all. So I think actually the refs got that right. All the other calls, yeah. Stupid penalty by Richie he's in the offensive zone. He's like holding a dude off of him, wrapping his arm around him. Rookie, not a rookie. I mean, is he a rookie? Shit, I don't know. He's either a rookie or a sophomore, but yeah, that's a young mistake right there. You don't want to do that. Power by him. Don't try to hinder him. So bad penalty right there. The one on McDavid, when McDavid's coming in, again, you cannot let that guy be on even footing with you or ahead of you. You have to stay in front of him. So you're either gonna give him a scoring opportunity or take a penalty. They took a penalty, but other than that, I didn't see any penalties that were bad. So as an objective hockey fan, that was a well-officiated game, and what I do enjoy was, like, they let some of the antics go, like the physical antics, and that's good. I mean, at the end of the game, there's obviously going to be some penalties. You got guys throwing punches, you got to call something, but there shouldn't be any, like, suspensions or anything like that. I know at some points in the regular season when you get, like, fighting majors within the last 5 minutes or certain things like that, you can be translated into, like, after, what am I trying to say? Like, extra punishment, like, for suspensions or stuff like that. I don't think they'll be doing that in the playoffs, which is good. You shouldn't. Emotions are high and everything like that, but this is just going to be a hell of a series, man. So, Oilers up 1-0. You got the split already on the road, guys. You're in the right position. Anaheim, but you got to be careful. Anaheim's going to come out pissed next game, and they're going to come out on fire. So, you guys better bring something to match them, or else the Anaheim Ducks are going to walk all over them. You could tell. I mean, they're a gritty team. They've been there before. They got some veterans, and they're still fast. I was actually surprised at how fast they were. I mean, they are rested, so we got to see throughout the rest of the series if that translates into other things. But the way they're looking very good. But again, one bounce is all it takes. They had good. They were great the entire game. One bounce. Playoff hockey, baby. Anyways, I'm excited for this series. It's definitely the one I'm going to keep an eye on the most. So, all right, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Your thoughts in the comment sections, and I'll see you guys next time.